"We need a Mountain Dew in here," the nurse called as she administered an epidural to my 8 centimeters dilated wife. "I don't need a Mountain Dew," Sarah replied, in the way only someone 12 hours deep in sleep-deprived labor can. She was right. The Mountain Dew was not for her. It was for me. Within minutes of my wife's first contractions the previous day, my stomach tied itself in knots. I've never experienced anything like it. I could barely stand up straight. By the time Sarah told me that we needed to go to the hospital, the most empathetic response I could muster was, "Can I lay down for 30 minutes before we go?" You can imagine how well that was received. Once settled in the delivery room, my wife labored epidural-free and with little support from me. I spent the next 6 hours either lying in a recliner watching reruns of The Office to take my mind off the pain, or emptying my stomach of the previous night's dinner. An outside observer may have second-guessed who the real patient was. And now, at the moment my wife would finally get some relief, I had gone white as a ghost, on the verge of passing out. We are still married, for those wondering. What I now know is that I didn't have food poisoning, a stomach bug, or the flu. Instead, I was experiencing the first of what has become an 11-year battle with panic attacks. Something in my body knew that the birth of our first child was a big deal. Life as I knew it was about to change, and I couldn't control it. I couldn't run away from it. Another human would soon depend on me for life. I wasn't exactly sure I was ready. I'm still not, and we have 4 kids now. Raising kids is a terrifying prospect. Don't listen to anyone who tells you it's easy. It's not. Nobody has this parenting thing figured out. As I loaded our child in the car a few days after my Mountain Dew experience, I had the unmistakable feeling that I was stealing him from the hospital. He really belonged to the nurses, and we would bring him back in just a few hours. He was just a loner baby. Nobody would actually trust me with a real live person. But there he was, day after day, growing up in our home. Now, here's the thing nobody tells you at a baby shower. The first year is all the easy stuff. If you're in your first year as you're listening to this, I know it may not feel that way. You're physically exhausted and can no longer use the bathroom in peace and quiet. Take whatever comfort you can from this. It only gets harder.